What's up, everybody? It's David out here, Team Black Zombie, Three Island Disc Golf Course, Glens Ferry, Idaho. Just figured I'm out here for a round. Might as well take everybody along with me. You're gonna see how horrible I am. Just a fair warning. But this will also help me out, so that way I can take a look and see where I can improve in some gaps in my game. So here we go. I guess here we start at hole 1. All right, not bad. Okay, so not too bad off the rip. Always worried about how it's going to turn out on hole 1. You know, get that first hole jitters out of the way. That wasn't bad. Disc selection off the tee is a 148 gram Mamba. 148 grams. I like that light plastic. Don't have to throw it so hard to get it to do what you want. With it being a nice understable disc, and put a little bit of hyzer on it, you know, just pop out nice and flat, and does the trick. So got a pretty decent upshot here, it looks like. See if we can get this thing in, or at least right close, so that way we can get a drop in 3. Always like to par the first one. Perfect. Right up there where we need to be. Went with the Mercy, the double giraffe, 1 of 25 print. It's actually been a really good disc for me. Sunk some really crazy shots with that putter, so I like what I like. Here we go. Par. Nice. Starting the day out all right. So get over here to hole 2. Hole 2's got a decent distance to it for the course out here. We got some trees that we got to worry about, so just got to put it down the pipeline and we'll call it good. It says about 355, par 3. And here we go. Thought I found the window. Tag the tree. Thought I was gonna get lucky and find that window up there, but tag that branch hanging out. So hope everybody's doing good out there so far. 2023 treating you well. As you can tell, it is not crowded out here where I live, as there is no one else on the disc golf course. I like it. It's nice to be able to just come out here and listen to the birds, and, you know, clear your head, get a good disc golf round in. And then if you do any really horrible shots, nobody else can tell. But on that same note, that means I'm letting y'all in on some secrets, because you're gonna see some horrible shots today. That's the truth. So, all right, not bad after banking off the tree. Good little upshot here. I think this one we're gonna go with forehand picture. All right, that'll do. Dang. Hunters are out here, so the geese are on the run. I think there's a song about that, isn't it? Geese on the run. No, I'm just kidding. It's horrible. You got bad dad jokes for those of you who don't know me. You'll learn. All right, here we go. We get to the putt. Three. Always good with a couple of pars to start the course. So here we got the one and only par 4 on this course. 415 feet. It's just the distance, really, I guess, is why they went with par 4, but kind of helps out, gives us a little chance. Got to go down this tunnel of trees here. You'll see basket's off to the left down the way. So probably gonna try to, generally on this hole, my game plan is to throw it out to the right so I can get clear of the tree lines and then come back up from the path area where the street is. And that's just because it gives a more clear open shot. And generally I have more success in getting a birdie out here on this path versus trying to take it straight up the gut. So see if I can give you the right line here. Charizard, yeah. All right. Exactly where I wanted it. Perfect. All right. It's just what we wanted. Charizard. It's funny. It's a DX Plastic Mamba. You know, and DX Plastic, as most of you will know, it's kind of like your most basic beginner plastic. Not meant to really take a lifelong time of beating. More for your newer players, so that way you don't spend a whole lot of money on them. And you can also just kind of learn. But some of the DX Plastic discs are actually pretty true to how they fly. This being one of them. And this Mamba I got from my parents as a gift. And this thing I've been able to really get some distance out of, and it holds just a nice long right out of the hand, and then it will fade out every time. So as you can see way back there, there's the tee. Like I was talking about that tree line down here. So here's where we can really run it. There's where I landed. And now you can see how I'm more clear here with a straight shot out to the basket, where as if I would have tried to come straight up and go over here, you're gonna notice that there's the shelving up here that you got to worry about, the ceiling, I should say. So rather than try to fight through there, coming out here to the right side of the line kind of gives you the ability to take a straight run at the basket. The way I like to treat this one, kind of a little bit more of an overstable skipper. So got my zone here. And try and just get one right at the tree and then have it skip to the left there. There we go. Bingo. All right, that's how it should look. So actually pretty happy so far with the way the round's going. Not too bad, playing through pretty quick. Enjoying having company out here to talk to, because it's generally just me by myself. Every now and then see some folks from Boise. What's up, crew? See you guys out here. Saw some folks out here yesterday while the folks and I were playing. It's always good to see some crowd out here. Today I get this all to myself. Kind of spoiled, I would say. All right. Three it is. I like it. I'll take a birdie on this one. All right. Always good to get a birdie on the day. So now we get our nice little first short shot. It is an island, as large as the island is. If you're gonna run it, good chance you're gonna go over. And if you go over, well, then you're starting from a drop zone with a not so good tee position. So name of the game is just nice and finesse up here. Some people take a forehand pitch just because you can kind of throw like a little bit of an ante towards it and have it roll out. I prefer just taking a mid straight up. Sometimes putter, but mostly mid, so I can just keep nice and floaty. Yeah, see? So that's the problem right there. Tried to throw with a little hyzer pop so that way I could get it to turn over and glide in towards the basket. Just didn't snap it enough. And it just held that little hyzer line that I put on it, coasted right out into the path out there. So gotta come up here to the drop zone, take a penalty. There goes that birdie. Unless I can make it. I have made a jump shot from here before. So that's what we're gonna try again. See if we get lucky here. So gotta save it, scramble putt. Oh, it was on the line. I was so close to saving it. It was on the line. Just didn't have the height. Needed just a little bit more elevation to the shot, and I'm thinking I would have put it in the basket because it's pretty damn close. Not to put it right underneath. So, all right. Bummer. That's a 4. See, catch me doing good on the long hole. Got a birdie on that one, and then I bork it right there afterwards on one of the easy ones, talking about just throw a nice finesse. Nice finesse, huh? Okay. Well, 5, we got to worry about this damn tree branch in the way. I wish this thing would break off on its own, but unfortunately the big sucker landed right on the other branch. So it's kind of just holding it there. And then basically once the wind breaks it and it falls, then we're gonna go ahead and have a nice day for that, because 1, it'll get rid of that bad branch. 2, it'll help that good branch lift up a little bit. So it'll really change the way that you can play this shot. So currently kind of got to play it low and just try and avoid hitting the snags. All right. Diamond did the trick. I always get made fun of for throwing diamonds. Why do you throw a diamond? It's a lady's disc. Jesus. Quiet on the course. I'm playing. Anyway. You know, the diamond is a great disc. Definitely with the glide. It's got great glide. Not only that, super easy to throw. You could throw really easy hyzer flips. It's like what I did right there. A nice easy hyzer flip. Put it in a position of making sure to get up flat. Just ride that line. Throw with a little more snap, and it's gonna pop up flat, and then late turn to the right, which I've had to do before to get through some tunnels. So it comes in handy, that's for sure. Let's see if we can save this birdie now. Nope. No birdie saved for me. Putting's my worst enemy, so we're gonna definitely have problems there. Oh my gosh. The worst from like 8 feet when you miss. Okay, well, take another bogey. Destrogie. That, folks, is not how you play disc golf. It's all right. I laugh about it because, you know, I'm just out here having fun. It's a good day. And regardless, you know, we're just going to enjoy it. So, all right, now we got 6. 6 is one of the longer holes on this course. You basically just need to bomb it out there for the first one to get past all the trees. And then you get a clear look into the nest where the basket's at. So we've got 365 on the pin as far as what it's concerned. I'd say it's pretty close to that. But yeah, definitely want to get out and around. So you want to make sure you avoid the pack over on the right. You kind of want to get it out into the middle. You know, drift the right line if you can, but more out in the middle is the best idea. So that way you can really get back into that nest, and it's just trying to get the distance, that's all. All right, Charizard for the win again. It's a nice day out. All day with these dang geese. They're getting the flock out of here. Bad dad joke number 2. I win. Oh, so nice thing about getting to come out here is we have tournaments out here, you know, and it's pretty good to be able to come out, practice out here, find the right lines, test new lines. One thing I've definitely noticed is seasons change the way that you can play this course, and I'm sure that it's very similar to a lot of courses, obviously, but like in the summer when it's really overgrown, there are some lines you can't throw. Now here in the winter when everything's really bare, there's some lines that open up. So I'll show you a couple of those once we get into it. So see, now you can see where the nest is and where we got to get to. So that's why trying to get out here to the middle is important, obviously. Worked last time with our nice little pitch, so we're going to try this again. Oh, all right, not too bad. Got a little skippy roll up into the right side from the pin, but not gonna be too bad. Not gonna be too bad. Should be able to get this one in there and not fork it up like I did on the last one. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. It's always rough when you smack a birdogie, especially when it's one that you know for sure you can bird, and then you get the birdogie on it and you're like, damn it, that's rough. All right, there we go. Didn't mess up that one. That was nice. All right, no mess up. Yeah. It's always good getting a par on this one. This is one of 2 what I call decider holes out here, because they can really change the entire game out here for anybody. Hole 6, the one we just hit, yes, it's fairly easy, you know, 300 and some feet out, dog leg in, and you're good. But kind of like I was describing, if you throw out into that right, into those bushes, then you got to come around the trees. Then you find yourself in a big area of rough patch, and it can lead to some strokes on folks, that's for sure. I myself have taken a 6 or a 7 on that hole just because I played it wrong. So always better to play, you know, placement golf. It's one thing I'm learning the more that I play disc. some holes you just got to play placement golf on, and that's one of them. You know, that first drive's important, but getting that upshot into the pocket definitely is where you want to land. So the other one we're getting up to here in a quick minute, hole number 8 right now. We got 7. This one's going to be a dogleg right, 275 on the stick here. I'd say it plays about that. If you don't get a good Annie shot, most people forehand here. I forehand most of the time, but lately I've been trying to get a big floaty Annie up over it and just somewhere out into the pack, out into the fairway. So that's what we're going to go with here. All right, that's what we want. Just a nice big floaty Annie. Up and over. Got the sun in your eyes there. Nice big floaty Annie up and around the corner. Get you up to this shrub, hopefully up in the middle of the fairway. And then that gives you about a 40-foot look, maybe a little further. Which, you know, it's decent. It's not within my range by any means. As you can tell, putting is not my strong suit. But, I mean, if you are good at putting, it could be an easy 2 from there. So, dang, we got a decent shot. Trying to find that placement. Ooh, okay, well, got a little further. There's the bush normally I would land by. Got a little bit further. Not very much, but just enough. So we're within a decent range here. Still not my range, but you know, we'll give it what we got. Okay, well, like I said, putting's not my strong suit, so. Here we go. This is the monster. Hole number 8. This one is the Death Eater. So it's a dog leg left slightly with a dog leg right on the second. So it's basically an S curve. And most people try to bomb this hole. And you can't, because if you do, you will go over this group of trees and then you gotta fight back through it. And most of the time you can't. So you play this out of the tunnel, you get it up here just right, and then you can make a nice little forehand pitch just right up into the nest. So that's what we're gonna try to do here. I like this hole a lot right here because it's probably the most challenging on the course. And if you think that you can get away with, you know, playing it like a big arm, it'll mostly win. I've seen a couple guys get lucky, but it'll mostly win. But I just like that scene right here. You know, look at that. That's so cool. And we're gonna get a nice overstable ball up here. Get us out there into the open, off to the left. Nice easy shot here. Looks like that. Yeah, perfect. So we're out there, we're up on the hill. I'm gonna have a clean, straight shot at the basket for my up, so that way in 2 I can get it, should be able to get it within a putt, and that's the name of the game, obviously. No, there's no way I could birdie this hole by any means, but this one honestly is a 3. I think for those who want it to be a 4, I can understand it with the difficulty level, and you want to give an opportunity to birdie it. Maybe that's why. But I think that this one, you know, should be played as a 3 because it's the course as is, 1, and 2, it really changes a tournament out here if you play this incorrectly. So this is where somebody has to be really just careful with their game and play disciplined. And if they don't play disciplined, then they're gonna mess up. So here we go. We're gonna try and get it up there. Shot number 2. Okay, maybe a little too much hyzer on it. I think I sawed it off a little early, but let's see where we wound up. It looks like I have somewhat of a clear shot still at the basket, but definitely fighting with some shrubbery here because I sawed that off a little early. Okay, not too bad overall here. But you've all seen my putting, so there's a possibility this is not going to reach for a good shot. All right, I'll take it. So, always stoked when I get a 3 here, because that's important. Like I said, if this hole is 3, as it says, then playing it incorrectly, I've pulled an 8 or a 9 on this hole before, and it's rough, trust me. Coming back from that is donezo in a tournament. But you play it as a 3, you get a 3 on it, there's a possibility that everybody else around is going to take a stroke or 2. So playing that one smart is important. Now this hole here, hole number 9, got a lot of different ways that you could throw this one. A lot of people like to just throw a mid down the pipe. I like to throw a combination of a few things, mid down the pipe. I like to throw a thumber with my Epic. Yes, I throw an Epic. Or here in the winter, I've noticed that there's this sweet hyzer line. But unfortunately, because the hyzer line plays out towards the river, if you don't hyzer it right, you lose discs, and I've done that one. So we're gonna give this one a shot here. And I think I'm still gonna go with the hyzer line, because now with my Boss that I pulled out of the trunk, it's got a little more of a just hog to it to come back in. So I don't think it'll glide out as far over the water that my Heimberg Destroyer did. That disc was sweet too. So, all right, well, we're gonna give this a shot and see how this works. All right, well, I definitely know I made it down there. I didn't hear it fighting through the trees, so I know we're on the inside. But I didn't get as hoggy of a turn to it as I was expecting. So probably about 20-25 out from the basket. Hopefully I didn't go down the hill. We'll see here in just a moment. So alrighty, right down. Definitely heard it hit. All right. Let's see here. Oh, there we are. Found it down here in the gutter. So, I mean, I overthrew the basket here, but can we make it? That's the question. All right, wish me luck. No turbo putt. Got a 3. I'll take a 3. 3s all day. I'm happy with. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed with the Heimberg because I threw it a little too hard over the water. And it fought back in through this tree mess somewhere. And most likely it's just out there in the water. Jeez. You can tell I'm a newbie at this camera stuff since you're staring at my chin half the time. All right. Hole 10. I need to catch up on my scorecard. Hole 10 is just shy of 300 feet. I'd say it plays about 300 feet. Honestly. Let's see. Hole 4, I took a 4. Hole 5, I took a 4. Hole 6 was a 3. Hole 7 was a 3. Hole 8 was a 3. Hole 9 was a 3. All right. Darn bogeys. So this one, all right, not sure. All right, so this one here, as you could probably see, it was just a sagebrush shot, but if you look way over, you can see the basket out there in the trees, in the nestle. So it's a pretty decent distance shot. It says 298, but it might play a little longer than that. It just feels like it because I know I can throw farther than 300 feet, and I parked this basket, but I've never like crushed overthrown it, you know, and so I don't know. I guess I can't measure. Crushville Kingdom. See, so I know that shot was not max power, but I gave that a good huck. Gave that a good huck. You know, one thing that sucks is when you jack up your back and then your power just goes diminished. It's a thing for sure, and I've noticed it here. Nothing crazy happened, of course. Just all the roofing houses, skateboarding, snowboarding, crazy shit I did when I was young. Sitting at a desk job for the last 10 years, my back just does not like me. So when I get out of whack or shift out or whatever the heck happens in there, instantly my power to my throws is just not there as much as it should be. So kind of relearning how to throw again, relearning the snap, the twist, all of that. But hey, I mean, shit, that wasn't bad. So like I said, I can park it. I guess I'll take the bird on this one here. You want to join me in the 2? Good for us. We did it, team Serena. All right, I'll take a 2 on 10. So this is where I can make up some strokes for sure. I've noticed I play this course much better in the back of the back 9. And so this is where I have an opportunity to make up some shots. We're gonna see what we can do. Hole 11 should be a nice easy one, as long as I don't overthrow it or grip lock it, huck it into the trees. It's never fun, never fun. Grip locking is the death of this. Yes, it is. All right, so we got a 198 straight shot, little tree bunch on the right here. Some people like to forehand out and around, aim in. A lot of people just like to pipeline it shot. I mix up a variation. I think we're gonna go with the thumber today though. Yep, didn't hang that one out far enough to the right, or to the left I should say. So that's gonna be up through the trees on the right. Definitely where I didn't want to go. Didn't put enough into it to have that sucker carry further. So it barreled faster than it should have. Oh well, can't throw perfect shots all the time. I wish I could. That's the goal though this year. That's part of this whole thing. Recording this, having some fun, getting out there a little bit more, repping Team Black Zombie. Definitely love me, Team Black Zombie. If you haven't checked them out, blackzombie.com. Get you some Black Zombie discs. Snag a flamethrower is such a good driver. I've got one. Snag you a shotgun. World's best mid-range. Love a mid-range shotgun. Got the Warhammer. Got the chainsaw putters. Both of those fantastic putters. Got my Warhammer here. You see me putting with it today. Nice and floppy. Love this. Actually gonna putt with it right now. See if we can get this in. So didn't turn out too bad. A little bit under the shrubbery. I don't think I'm gonna get this in, but we're gonna go for it anyway. Because if you don't try, you never know, right? If you don't try, you never know. All right. Here we go. got tree board. What a bummer. All right. Do me dirty like that. That's all right. I don't mind me. Another par. Pars are pars. Can't get anything over par. So we're not doing too bad today. Round hasn't been horrible. I'm throwing a couple barf shots that you've witnessed. Less than normal, so taking it in stride. Staying positive. All right, now we got kind of stupid kind of crusher hill here. Crusher hole, I should say. So it's only 253 for this one, and there's this road here, as you can see, kind of goes along and then up and curves on that way. So that is out of bounds, and if you play this just right, you can get up there in the pocket and land right in the nest. And I've actually landed into the side of the basket and stuck the disc in there. People were like, oh, that's an ace by the new rules, whatever, but that's not an ace to me. So, you know, it didn't go in. I like to hear chin, but close enough. So yeah, we just played this really nice, but if you skip and you go out the road, then you're taking strokes, and it could be an easy lead up to a 4. So really got a headwind here right now. So I know that my disc is going to turn over a little bit more than it normally would. I'm going to throw my flamethrower, get you one, Black Zombie, and I'm going to see if I can just get it to hold that Annie line for a little bit and fade out at the end with that little headwind. So hopefully we don't overturn it. All right, just what I wanted. And as you can see, that flamethrower is just a dead line disc. That was laser clean. And that's exactly what it does. Like, it's true to its numbers. 11, 11.5, so 11 and a half, 6, -2.2. And definitely has glide to it. It does hold the -2.2 algorithm as far as that goes. When it comes out, it holds a nice 1, 2, gives you a good S curve, and then fades back in just like it should per the numbers. So had I got a little bit more on there, probably would have held that anhyzer just a little bit longer. Might have parked me under the basket instead of over here to the left of the basket. But the good news is, not on the stupid road. So we are clear of out of bounds. But you can't really get much closer, as you can tell. Oh my God. I suck. Snapping the wrist at the end. Horrible. See? This is where you get to see how bad I suck in that area. Anybody could have hit that putt. Literally. Was that 5 feet? 6 feet? And I miss? It's all right. Just not confident in my putt, and that's the problem. Robbie C has said, if you're not confident, don't putt. So really have to step my game up in that area this year. And that is one of my 2023 goals. Right now, I've actually been doing about 25 putts a day in between my breaks that's weak. Gonna step it up to 50 here soon, now that the weather's getting nicer and can throw the baskets out on the property. And then we're gonna step it up to 100, and we're just gonna keep lifting that bar. So that's where my game is suffering. It's where I separate myself away from the others, and probably part of the reason why I still play rec. But not only that, I just like the fun. Like being able to play with a bunch of guys that don't take it too seriously, where you have to stay like super quiet and all that stuff. We just listen to music, jam, have fun. You know, that's what this game's all about anyway. It's not like, we're not preppy people who you can't talk, you know. There's a lot of people out there like that, but anyhow, get off that soapbox. Just be nice to your fellow disc golfers. Everybody's there to have fun. Anyway, the hole number 13 here, this one's can be very nice, or it can be a pain in the ass because there's these stupid bushes on both sides. You'll see. You put it down the pipe, you're good. You don't, you're not good. That's all I can say. Okay, well, had I thrown with a little more cultivation, that would have done pretty well. But I decided to throw it into the dirt. Fun stuff out here, huh? So in the comments, let's get some conversation going. For those of you who play disc golf, why? Why do you play disc golf? And then also let's get something cool going, because this is the year of positivity. Share one of your favorite disc golf moments, whether it was for you, or share if it was for one of your family members. Just a disc golf moment that really sticks out to you. You know, whether it's a first ace or some crazy shot, or a tournament you went to where you met some big pro. You know, just share it in the comments. Let's get some positivity rolling here and share the awesomeness that is disc golfing. So here we go. We're gonna get this shot back on the road. I'm happy with par. Been out here being rough on myself lately. Take that. I'll take that. Another part is, all right, so my favorite, well, let me start by answering my own questions here. So to share why I play disc golf, at first I played disc golf because my buddy Aaron was like, hey, have you ever played disc golf? I said, yeah, I went once. He said, okay, you never played disc golf. And then he took me out to go throw, and we hung out with a bunch of people, had a great time, had some beers. I mean, obviously you got to drink some beers while you're playing disc golf, right? And then just kind of really hung out and enjoyed our time. And I think went 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and it became more about a buddy thing, getting drunk, hanging out, throwing. But then my dad was working in North Dakota at the time, and it actually gave us something that we could do when he came to town to visit. Him and I would go out and we would throw around out at the course in Nampa, and it really just kind of brought him and I closer together, which was awesome. Then my mom started playing Team Serena. You know, we're all playing now. We all play in tournaments. We love this game. And I'd say the main reason that I love this sport is because no matter what state I go to, there's going to be a course that I can go to, that I can play. Most of the time it's out in some beautiful atmosphere like this, at a course out in the middle of nowhere in the woods or something. And it gives my family and I something that we can do together that we all enjoy to, you know, experience together. So that's why I love disc golf. Plus, it's just anybody can play this game, and it doesn't cost a lot of money other than maybe having a parks pass, you know, because you got to be able to get into some of the courses. That's $10 for a year, you know. You're getting a registration anyway. You might as well get a parks pass. And then, you know, your discs and your bag. It's like all of the money that has to go out, unless you're crazy like some of us who just like to buy a bunch of discs for no reason and put them up on the wall, collectors and stuff like that. I've seen people pay $50-$60 for a freaking disc. Not me, man, that's too much, but you know, to each their own. I've spent $50 or $60 on dumber things. That's all I know. But anyway, you know, that's why I love disc golf. So again, share in the comments why you like disc golf so much. My favorite moment, I've got 2 favorite moments, I would say. Well, 3. I'll share one for each, me, my pops, and mom. So for myself, my favorite moment would be out at Cascade in Cascade, Idaho, Cascade Sports Park. There is a hole, I believe it's 15, that is along this dirt path where there's a hill in the far distance on the left, and then the basket is over that hill under some trees and kind of encased around. You can't even see the basket from the tee as far as that goes. It's over by this barbed wire fence stuck away. So my pops and I are out there. It was like our first time out there, first real time out there throwing, knowing what we're doing. And my pops is like, I'll go spot from the hill, and then you can take the hill and you can spot me. So we go out there, he runs up, puts himself on the hill, and I take my Star Boss and I just rip that thing as hard as I could on a big Anheuser line, because I was trying to get a big S curve out of it. And that's just what happened. Big S curve out of it, and it just barely made it over the top of that hill. And there's these guardian trees under there, and it skipped under the guardian trees somehow. I don't know. Skipped under the guardian trees, and boom, right in the basket. Skip ace, blind skip ace. It's like 330 feet or some crazy stuff like that. So that's my favorite memory for me, because I mean, my dad was jumping up and down on the hill like, you made it, oh my God. And you know, it's a memory that him and I can share together, which is great. And it's just also it was one of my first aces that was just wow, holy crap. I had adrenaline rush for like a week. For my dad, for his, I would say his first ace for sure was awesome out at Rock Creek. Or no, not Rock Creek, Massacre Rocks, out at Massacre Rocks. The last hole on that course is way up on this hill, and you're throwing way down back towards the parking lot, and the basket is up on this little little hill right there in the middle of the grass. And Pops is a lefty, so he's got this great line, and he just throws his flow out as hard as he can, flat and out towards the left. And we're kind of watching it, and you can see the basket down there because they got these white poles, PVC poles sticking out, so you can see the basket down there. And it almost looked like his disc just found the pole and it guided it right towards it, and it just boom, boom, right in the basket. And I'm talking just a beautiful ace. I thought he jumped high when I made the skip ace, but oh my goodness. And I think the video is even on our channel here, Pop's first ace. If you haven't seen it, check it out. He goes excited, man, and I don't blame him. It was such a killer ace for his first ace, for anybody's first ace. That hole is not an easy one, and he just mashed it, so that was awesome. And then for my mom, for her, one of her biggest accomplishments, I would say, because she struggles with getting super far, and it's a combination of things. She's learning her form correctly. She's learning how to, snap the disc at the end and get the pop out there. But she can rip sometimes. And out at Lake Lowell, hole 5, for those of you who have played it, you know it's across this goalie, and there's a fence in the way, and you got to get on the other side of it, and that's where the basket's at, up on top of the hill up there, back in the park. And if you don't get enough rip on that, it just kind of falters down into the goalie and back down to where the flat ground is, and it sucks. It's not a good shot. She goes out there one time, and I don't know, it was a mixture of just the perfect throw for her and just cream shot, beautiful laser right across all the way, caught a nice little wind bump that lifted it up and just parked her right next to the basket. She was so ecstatic, and that's really always been one of her goals, is to make it across that. It's a decent distance for her to make, and that one time she was able to get across. She's come really close every other time. So this year, that's the goal as well for her, is to get there. And definitely one of my favorite moments for her, to see her so happy with that. So, all right, cool. We took a little pause here. Back on it. We're on hole 14. I'm gonna throw and get this knocked out. All right, just what we need right there. That's for sure. That one's just up here on the hill. If you crush over it, you're going down the hill. Not a fun shot. So I always like to throw this super understable mid, pop it up to flat, just glide the whole spot right here, get you to the base of the hill. From where it's at, I might lay up, just because I got about a 25 foot look, maybe a little more, and if I go for the basket and miss, then I'm gonna go down the hill, lead myself from a birdie to a bogey, lovely birdogey. We've already had enough of those out here today, so we're gonna see if we just lay right up there to the basket and hopefully just park it right up here on the mud hill, give myself a nice easy shot. There we go. All right. Perfect. Bingo, just like that. Catch that on the blooper reel. Y'all like that, didn't you? Whew. Holy slickness. Trying to wipe out, kill myself here. What the hell was that? Y'all like that? Put that on the B-reel. All right, so far we've been playing the par game. I'm all right with that. It's keeping me where I need to be. We got the last few holes here of the course. And then we will call it a wrap today. Been moving along nice. Playing some good golf. Thanks for joining me. Give a thumbs up, give a like. Trying to build some more content this year. I know this is a long video, but give me a like. Probably could have gone with a driver here, but didn't want to overcrush it. With that headwind, I knew it'd flip. Didn't want to accidentally put it down the hill or out in the parking lot here. Play it nice and safe. Take a nice 3 on this one. Such a beautiful day out. Hopefully it's a nice day where all of you are. All right, looks like we got a chance for a jump putt here. So we're gonna go for it. Get a nice little one, more of a step putt, I'd say. All right. Just shy to the left. Just shy to the left. It's all right. Getting those dialed in. Definitely a trick to them, that's for sure. You gotta have it just right to get them knocked out there. Spin, baby. It's my other go-to putter other than the Warhammer. Warhammer's always a go-to, especially for like a driving putter because of that rubber. They can really get a rip on it and it's not gonna flip over, you know, like you have a lot of putters do. But it really holds a straight, like a line, whatever you're gonna put it on, it'll hold that very slight fade at the end. But overall, just really solid putter. So the spins though, those are my putters. I like control out of the hand with them. A little bit more of what I'm looking for with being understable. Plus I can throw it like an upshot if I need to go around to the right gently, and it helps out there too. So, all right, 16. We got down the hill. Trees over here on the right. There's that pine tree out there, and it's in between the two down the hill. So, got a little bit of a left or right to left here. I think we're gonna go with the river and just put it kind of out over towards that tree over to the right there. Wow, caught the tree, and then the tree snagged and dropped me. I didn't quite see how close. Oh, might want to put the bag on the right way. The attached to this cable here, charging at the same time I'm recording, making it a little difficult. So, all right, well, anyway, hung that thing out to the right like I wanted to. That was a perfect throw that I was looking for. But caught one of these ninja wrenches hanging out here. I think it might have actually kind of helped because it aims out over the basket, and it looks like it might have dropped me about 20 feet out, which, as we can tell, is not my strong spot, but it definitely kept me from overthrowing, which it looked like was about to happen. So sometimes the trees help, sometimes they screw everything up. Damn you, Mother Nature. All right, well, maybe not 20 feet, but still a decent spot compared to where it probably would have ended up had it have continued to skip. So let's see here. Put this right here. There we go. See if maybe well, had the line, just not mine. We almost had it, crew. Almost had it, but just, I'm not good. We'll get there. Okay, instead of me saying I'm not good, because remember, what you speak about yourself is what you become. It's what comes out into existence. So I am learning how to be better at putting. That's it. It's just gonna take a little work. And if I'm willing to put in the work, then it'll happen. You know, and you see all the disc golf stuff up from all the pros, and you see how awesome they do all these shots. You know, then you get to see me and see what it looks like to get there. Because it's a long journey. But we're gonna make that journey. I may not ever be a pro, may not ever play in the open, but damn it, we're gonna get good. This one, kind of a booger. Goes up the hill, out there in the distance. And one thing that I'm starting to figure out about this hole is that you can get this, a roller kills. So it's just getting this thing to work out. And I did not. Rollers are hard. That's all I can say. I did not get that turned over enough. And it just anteed its way right into the dang tree. So we'll figure it out though, one day. Rollers are an important arsenal. I've only ever really thrown like a good roller on purpose like 2 or 3 times. Otherwise, any other ones that I've thrown are probably on accident, especially if they were good, because that just doesn't happen. All right, let's see what we got here. Hey, that worked out really well. I don't know how, because I suck at forehand, or I'm getting better at forehand. And that's proof of it right there, huh? Yeah. Getting better at forehand. And that's a Parksville Parkerton. So I'm all right with that. So yeah, you know, this has been pretty decent here on the back 9. Like I was saying, it's where I kind of either make up strokes or at least play my game decently well. I guess it just takes me 9 holes to, you know, warm up. But been all par since 10, and I'm all right with that. The scorecard will look pretty decent compared to some of the rounds I've chunked out here lately. Plus 8s and 9s and 13s. Like, ooh, who the heck plays a 13? It's just ridiculous. You can't play a 13 and never want to be anywhere in the game. 13 down, maybe. All right, here we go. Final hole. This is where we make it or break it. I'm gonna pitch this thing down and around the corner. As you can see, we go down this tunnel. It's dogleg right after you get out of the tunnel. And then we're gonna hope that we can pitch it down there just right to get through it. So forehand it is. High five as always. All right, here we go. Oh no. Well, that did not work out. That's all right. We're gonna get it on the second pitch. Well, that one went a little low. Definitely didn't expect that. But sometimes it's easier to get a really nice pitch up on the second, you know, on your upshot. So maybe that's a blessing. Doesn't look like it where I'm pitched at though, because I got all these trees in the way. This looks like it's gonna be fun. All right. Okie dokie here. Oh, well, there you go. That is actually a prime shot. So sometimes the second shot is the one that does what it needs to, and then you make up for it. So put me in a decent line there. Wasn't too bad. Let's get some more commentary going too as well. Favorite disc, understable, and favorite disc, overstable. And it could be any flight, any driver, mid-range, you know, fairway, putter, whatever. Favorite overstable, favorite understable. So my favorite overstable, is probably gonna have to be the Boss. Yeah, I would have to say the Boss. Favorite overstable. The Berserker from Black Zombie plays a really close second to it. It just doesn't quite have the same glide that I can get out of a Boss. So Boss takes it just because of the extra glide. Favorite understable, I would have to say is a Diamond. Really close second would be a Mamba. I guess favorite stable disc, if you want to add that to the questionnaire as well. Favorite stable disc is going to be a Flamethrower for me. By all means, I love it. Just ever since the first gen came out, it's been one after the next, and Flamethrower it is. So yeah. All right, well, here we go. Last shot, hopefully. Let's get this par. All right. There it is. Thanks for coming along with me on the disc golf journey for the day. Sunk that last one with the Warhammer. Team Black Zombie, like I said, if If you need any of your discs that you want to snag, give them a try. You got your drivers, you got the flamethrower, the berserker, you got your mids with the crossbow and the shotgun, and you got your putters with your chainsaw and your warhammers. If you like the bead, the chainsaw would be the way to go. It's very similar to a wizard if you know or have thrown one of those, but carries a little better glide. Chainsaw by far is what I would consider the better of them for a beaded putter, and then warhammer all the way for your beadless putters. So get you some, get out on the course, have fun. Today's a great day, and thank you all for joining along with me. This will be one of many videos that I'm going to try to put up here and see just how we do creating content this year. I've made this YouTube channel, so I figured I might as well use it for something. Catch some bloopers, get the kids on roll, play some disc golf with everybody, and enjoy time together. So have an awesome day. One love. Peace out. See you on the flip.